What is up guys, it is Jordan here and welcome back to a brand new video. I do apologise if at some points I sound like crap during this. I've got a bit of a sore throat. I'm doing my best to cover it up and I think I'm doing an okay job, but if I sound like crap then that's why and I am sorry. Today we're going back to where this channel belongs, that is Rainbow Six Siege. I haven't really done much Siege content lately, and that's because if I'm being totally honest, there's just been a ton of good games coming out. Red Dead Redemption 2 just came out, kind of taking up my life. Blackout's came out recently, that was good fun. And for some strange reason I'm playing a little bit of RuneScape again. I don't know how that happened. Don't want to talk about it. It happened. Let's just move on. But anyway, today we're going to be talking about 5 tips for new and returning players to Siege. This video is one that I've been waiting to do for a while, and that's because I took a very long break from Siege and I came back into it, and I wanted to make a video discussing the 5 things that I think were important when coming back into Siege, because now that the game's been out for as long as it has, there are constantly people that take breaks, come back, there's still new players coming in, so I feel like this is a good video, especially with my current situation. Anyway, I don't want to blabber on for too long, so I'm going to hop straight into this video. So we're going to roll the intro and then go through the points. So point number 1 is one that I've said before, and I'm keeping it with a very basic one as well, so they get more interesting than this, but this is an important one that has to be said, and that is utilize the one game mode that no one talks about, Terrorist Hunt. Terrorist Hunt is brilliant for learning new maps and also just picking up on some skills that you may have got rusty on, aiming for instance, but the main reason is the maps. When I came back into the game, the biggest thing that was really sort of playing against me was I just didn't know the maps, and people have had time to play and learn them, and I was like 2 seasons out of date, including the current ones. There was 2 maps that I was not that great on, and people were literally just jumping out of nowhere like Rambo, and I was just like, what the fuck is going on? Where did you even come from? Since when was there a hole in the roof? And I was getting kind of frustrated, so I went into Terrorist Hunt and I played about 10 or 15 matches, and there's a big jump there, but 10 or 15 matches on both maps I think, and then I went back into ranked, and you know what, I did a lot better because I just knew certain things that I didn't know, or things that you can't pick up, when you're in a ranked environment or a casual environment even, because it's so competitive that you don't really have time to stop and look and think about the map. But in Terrorist Hunt, there's no pressure, the AI are dumb as shit, so you can just go through slowly and be like, oh that's cool, I can go there for when I'm doing this. You get the point. It's a very good idea for the new maps, and also you can scrape up when you're aiming. Point number 2, which should be an obvious one, but I feel like it's very important and you cannot miss it in a video like this, read up on the new operators. I am terrible at doing this. I will be like, oh you know what, I'll just pick the one that has the cool gun and go for it, and then you realise that actually the cool gun doesn't do what you think it does, and they've got other stuff and people are getting angry at you because they have something they could be doing that you're not doing. It's a mess. Don't do it. Don't be a me. Don't just hop into it and pick the new operator because they're shiny and new. Do a little bit of research and figure out exactly what their role is, what their guns are like, which one's crap and which one's not crap, because there's always a preferable one generally. And just make sure you know what you're going into, because there's just no point picking the new operators because it's fun if you're going to die straight away because you don't know how to play them very well, or if there's a heavy counter to them that you don't know to look out for. There's so much that can go wrong when you go straight for a new operator, and I'm saying this because I know it's tempting. It's so tempting to pick up the shiny new operator. Don't. Put the operator down. Stop. Just stop. The third point is kind of leading on from that one a little bit. It's inspired by that point anyway, and that is to avoid the important role characters until you settle in. Choose a simple operator like Jaeger or Ash, in which you basically have the role of blow shit up and shoot shit. When you've got those 2 things to do and you've played Siege before, you pretty much can't go wrong. And you may have been a pro with Thermite back in the day, but who knows, there could have been a tactic change or a mechanic change or something on the new map that requires you to do something that you don't know, and all you're going to do is slow down the team and probably annoy people, and you're going to get frustrated because you're like, oh what, I was a pro with this guy a year ago, why are you getting angry, I know what to do, when in reality you may be doing something wrong. The point is, just go with something simple and pay attention to what everyone else is doing. So, pay attention to someone else that picked the character that you like. Just make sure that nothing major has changed, or even better, like the last point, go and read up on it. Go and see what's changed with the operator that you enjoy. Don't just go for the important one. Don't play a key operator and then not know what to do because you're just going to screw everyone, including yourself. And I'm saying that because I absolutely have done that in the past. Point number 4, tactics will have changed, and I've said this a couple times throughout the video, but people will have developed new strategies, new kill holes, you name it, there's going to be new things. When it comes to player-driven games or any multiplayer game for that, the tactics always change because one person does something that was cool, then the guy that got killed by that cool thing is like, oh I should do that, and then you know what, it happened. It's a snowball effect of something cool happens, then everyone picks up on it, and that's suddenly the meta for a while. Then someone else does something else cool, and that's the meta. And when you haven't played for a while, so much can change, and you may find yourself dying from some really stupid things. Is it raining? You may hear some rain in the background now as well, because apparently a storm has just come out of nowhere, which I don't fucking understand because it was meant to be quite nice today. England is great. Anyway, like I was saying, lots of things will change and people will have new areas, new hiding points, new peeking points, new kill holes. So if you do die, just go onto the cameras or a drone, or just keep paying attention to what everyone is doing on the other team, particularly because that's where you're going to be getting killed from. Unless, of course, you've got crap teammates, which also happens, annoyingly. But just make sure you're keeping up to date with what people are doing and that you're looking out for them so that it doesn't happen again. Unfortunately, although you can read up on some of this, most of the time it's going to be just trial and error. Like, you're going to die, you're going to realise what happened and then not do it again. Because you can't go onto Reddit or whatever and Google every single possible way to die in Siege, because you're going to be there for a very long time. And if you do it, then the pro leagues are waiting for you, my friend, because you've got some mad dedication. The final one is not really a tip, but I think it's very important, and that's just to give yourself time. You won't be as good as you were in minutes. You won't become a pro in minutes. This game takes time, and even if you were like the best goddamn player 2 years ago, you're probably not going to be that great now. You will have a degree of muscle memory, but like I said, it's a game that's constantly evolving, constantly changing, and the players are constantly getting better. So don't worry if you do terrible at first. Don't worry if your placement games aren't that great. Just give it like even a week, because it's going to take a while to honestly get fully settled. And I had a bit of a weird period when I first came back where I was like, oh, screw this game, it sucks. And that's just because I was dying and I was just like getting frustrated. But it will pick back up. It takes time, but you'll be back to where you were in no time. Just don't get too stressed and don't worry about your rating or your rank too much for the time being. Wait until next season. Use this season as your warm-up season, and then next season go and crush it. I'm going to end this video now because that rain outside is actually starting to pour down, and I'm going to be really worried and paranoid this video is going to have horrible background noise at this rate. So if you did enjoy this video, thank you very much. And if you, wait, no, wrong way around. If you did enjoy this video, please do smack that like button, and thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions about anything, put it in the comments, or if you have any further tips to add to it, put it in the comments. As always with these videos, discussions are brilliant because I can only say so much from personal experience, and I'm sure there's tons more that you guys can add to the discussion. If there's anything you would like to see guide-wise, then also let me know in the comments and I will be sure to at least consider it. I can't promise it because I've had some weird ideas in the past when I was doing guides regularly, but I will definitely look into it and consider it. Anyway, thank you very much. I hope you do enjoy your weekend because we're almost there, and I will see you guys in the next one.